Hello. Today is 26 January 2026. My name is Peter Schiffman, and this is an episode in my continuing journey to find recovery. I say that because I suffered a traumatic brain injury on 17 September 2024 when I showed up at my hospital where I worked as a nursing supervisor for a day of work and was sucker punched by a defendant, causing me to become unconscious, rigid, fall straight back, and receive 2 skull fractures, 3 brain bleeds, requiring intubation and ventilation in a medically induced coma with pneumonia for 14 days. After my family was informed I'd probably not make it, or I would need to be trached and wind up in assisted whatever, and my family worked in healthcare, they knew the deal. But somehow, miraculously, I am still here. There are a number of marginalized and vulnerable communities I am a member of. One is being a disabled person who needs support and care. Another is I am a registered professional nurse who took an oath and spent 38-year career trying to do some public good, to give some kind of hope to others. I was honorably discharged from the U.S. Army Nurse Corps after 9 years, in which time I trained to be a deployable medical field hospital officer, and I drilled in a number of VA hospitals. I saw things that woke me up in the 90s. And I also know that anyone who goes to work, or anyone whose heart, whose intentions are good to help people, to protect people, should never be thrown away like a piece of trash, should never have their name dragged through the mud as if a registered nurse is somehow a crisis actor or a terrorist or this or that. To murder a man in cold blood by an unsupervised, unaccountable ICE thug is so far beyond cruel. I regret that in a community of nurses who have sacrificed so much just to be a decent person, I am a member of that community, and so is Alex. Alex sacrificed everything. Everything. And it wasn't for nothing, because it should be a wake-up call for anyone who is a nurse, anyone who works in healthcare. We can no longer say it's not personal, so whatever happens, happens. It is very personal for me to see this country corroding and collapsing, healthcare, the war on education and science, the manipulation. Maybe it's all the years I worked in psychiatry, but I was extremely perceptive, and I picked up the nonsense to manipulate so many people with paid influencers here and in other countries. But now, if you're a good person and you mind your own business, you are not safe. So everyone needs to open their eyes and pay attention, because it is so very personal to me. Do not wait until it is personal to you, because it has gone too far already. Wake up, pay attention, look around and communicate with others in the community. Being organized, having discipline and consistency, and learning and training. It's what I learned throughout my life. It's what needs to happen now with any nurse who might possibly hear what I am saying. You are not safe. No one is coming to save us except ourselves. It is not a lost cause. No one can sit and say, I hope someone does something about this, because no one is coming to save us except us.